everybody, this is Todd with Select Homes. Welcome to our video blog for November. Last month in our video blog we talked about fire danger and the coming October Santa Ana winds, fire dangers for homeowners. I want to take that a little bit farther this week, or this video blog, and we're meeting today with Terry Snow of Farmers Insurance. Terry is a farmers insurance agent here in Poway, California. And Terry, I know you saw our video blog last month. I just, as I said, wanted to follow up on that and ask you, what do we need to think about as homeowners as far as our insurance coverage? I know, when we had the fires, we were a little bit, we learned a lot about homeowners insurance,
right.
And it's been a couple of years now, so I thought it'd be a good time to kind of refresh that for the homeowners as far as like replacement costs and coverage and that type of thing.
That is the most important thing, to be prepared before you need your insurance policy, to have a review with your agent, to go over your coverage. If you make any changes on your home, if you add square footage, remodel your kitchen, change your roof, do things like that, it's good to notify your insurance agent so they can make sure your policy's up to date.
Okay.
It's always best to be prepared before that incident is coming around and you then have that fear of, do we have enough coverage?
Right.
Are we well prepared?
Well, how does that work as far as coverage? I mean, do we just, if God forbid we lose a home, do they just send us a check for how much we paid for it? Or, I know that's not the case,
Right.
but how does that work? Can you enlighten us a little bit on that?
Sure. When you contact an insurance agent, they should go over the details of your home specifically, the square footage of your home, what sort of flooring you have, how many bathrooms you have, if you have a pool, if you have a covered patio, what you have on your hardscape. All of the details of your home should be gone over thoroughly. And that information is then taken to create the amount of replacement cost for your home. It's never usually in correlation with how much you paid for your home or the loan balance of your home, definitely. It's based on what it's going to cost to replace that structure and any separate structures you may have. Even if your home were taken to the ground, of course, you would still have the value in the land. So it's definitely never based on what you paid for the home.
Okay, got it. Kind of on that topic as far as making a claim, obviously if you're, if your home is destroyed, you have a claim.
Right.
What about other claims, like lesser value claims? I've had the impression, I guess from discussions with other people over the years, that you really want to avoid a claim on your homeowner's insurance as much as possible. Obviously if it's under your deductible, there's really not a question there, but if you're a little, enlighten us a little bit as far as how, what types of claims should we be pursuing, or, is it a negative for us to file claims?
Right. Well, what I like to do for my clients is this: when they call me with a claim, I like to definitely go over the details of their claim and get an idea of how much that claim is going to impact them financially, let's say. Everyone does have a deductible, of course, and a lot of people now are carrying higher deductibles, $1,000 or even a $2,000 deductible. So if someone were to call me, for instance, and they had a small broken glass in their front window or something, I would tell them that probably would be under their deductible, and they should probably move forward with repairing that themselves. Okay. A claim that we get quite often in this office is actually a water claim, more often than a fire claim, I would say.
Sure.
A burst pipe is a very common claim, and those claims can be quite expensive. So I usually advise the client, they'll call us with a detail, and that'll usually be an emergency call. And those claims are always ones you want to submit to your carrier because they're going to be quite costly.
Okay.
What I will say is different carriers handle claim impact to your policy differently. We, my carrier, Farmers, for instance, we do not hold anyone adversely if they have claims. We will keep a client up to 4 claims. So their claims history isn't going to negatively impact them necessarily. There can be surcharges and removal of discounts if you have claims. So my best advice on a claim is to contact your agent when you think you have a claim, have them go over your deductible and what the potential loss might do to your policy.
Right.
There are claims forgivenesses after you've had a policy a certain number of years. So there's a lot of details actually that impact how a claim can be processed. And your agent's your best advice on that.
Okay. And is the claims, when I move to another house, is it a clean slate for me? As far as claims, I mean,
Right.
is your claim history based on your house or you as a person?
when you move from one house to another, your claims history goes with you, just like your driving record goes with you.
Oh,
Your
right.
accidents and tickets stay on your driving record. Your claims history stay with you, and they
interesting.
actually do not stay attached to that home, let's say. When you go to buy another home and you've had a claim or two, that data history will come up under your name. And then the whatever carrier you're going to be going with that new home, they might ask you some details about that. And some carriers do have a problem with claims, so you may have to shop around a little bit and figure out what's best for you.
Got it. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. So, any other advice for our viewers at this time of year? You know, it seems like a wrap up, kind of get your eggs in order for the next year.
Right.
What do you have? What kind of advice do you have for our people going forward?
Well, what I would say about your insurance is it's not really a end of the year sort of thing. It's really to review your insurance just prior to the renewal. Your agent actually should be proactive in making an outgoing call to you to go over your coverages. We usually do that in our office about 45 to 30 days prior to the renewal. Once we see that the renewal has processed, we'll contact our clients. So if your agent, whatever carrier you're with, isn't contacting you, be proactive and make a call to them. And when you have your renewal in your hand, that's the best time to do that.
Okay.
You'll have all the information, you'll see what's going to happen to your policy, and then you can go over anything you may think might be wrong or needs to be corrected or reviewed.
Okay. Fantastic. Well, Terry, thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate it. Again, that's Terry Snow with Farmers Insurance in Poway, California. And this is Todd with Select Homes. Thank you very much for viewing our video blog.